Hi, today I'm discussing a case-based question on linear equations in two variables. Now the question is like this. Teachers and students of class 10 of a school had gone to Nandan Kannan for study tour. After visiting different places of Nandan Kannan, lastly they visited bird sanctuary and deer park. Rohan is a clever boy and keen observer. He put the question to his friends, how many birds are there and how many deer are there in Nandan Kannan? Rahul's friend Nishith gave the correct answer as follows. Nishith answered that total animals have 1000 eyes and 1400 legs. Now based on this information, you have to answer the following 5 questions. Now if x and y be the number of birds and deer respectively, what is the equation of total number of eyes? Okay, so now we know that there are, so the number of birds is given to be equal to x and number of deer is given to be equal to y. Okay, now Nishith had answered that total animals have 1000 eyes. Now birds have 2 eyes as well as deer have 2 eyes. So 2 times x plus 2 times y should be equal to 1000. And therefore x plus y would be equal to 500. Okay, so we have answered the first question. That is the equation of total number of eyes is x plus y equal to 500. Now we have to find the equation of total number of legs. Now as you know, birds have 2 legs, so 2x, whereas deer have 4 legs, so 4y is equal to, it's given to be 1400. If I take out 2 common, so x plus 2y is equal to 700. So that's the second equation, x plus 2y equal to 700. Now in the third part, they've asked you to find out how many birds are there in the zoo. And the number of birds we have assumed as equal to x. So basically, I'll have to solve the first and the second equations and find out what the value of x is. Okay, so in order to do that, let me just multiply the first equation with 2. So I would have 2x plus 2y equal to 1000 and x plus 2y equal to 700. If I subtract both the equations together, subtracting both the equations would give me x as equal to 300. So the number of birds in the zoo is 300. Okay, now that we have the value for the number of birds, we could substitute that in one of the equations and find out how many deer there are in the zoo. So the fourth part of the question, in the fourth part, they've asked you to find out how many deer are there in the zoo. Okay, so let me substitute x equal to 300 in equation 1. So I have 300 plus y equal to 500, which gives me y is equal to 500 minus 300, or y is equal to 200. So the number of deer in the zoo is 200. Now in the fifth part, they've asked you to find out the total number of birds and deer together. So that means I have to find the value of x plus y, which is 300 plus 200, which is 500. Okay, so the last part, the answer is 500. I hope you've understood the question.